The first time at anything from Blackburn Beer Company, say that 5 times fast, Shane's Craft Beer Review doesn't even remember it. Well, I'm going to make sure that he remembers this review of Portage Porter, and I'll let you know I get some Cowboy Revolution swag right after the theme song. Welcome back into the Upstate Studio with yours truly, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, for another beer review. And if you ride for the brand, head on down to the description below, click the link, use the code Nutmeg15, that's like 15 Nutmeg15 for anything off the Cowboy Revolution shop. Buy yourself a nice cowboy hat. So anyway, this one is my first offering of my Spoils of War from the 2025 Brewtubers get together, when we all bring beer from our local areas and everyone splits off with something that they can get local to them. And it is a Canadian offering from Blackburn, and like I said, Blackburn, I've had Blackburn before, a couple times, and one of which was the Dave's TV Screaming Tunnel collaboration, and the other one was a very interesting video that I did with Shane, because it was a West Coast IPA, hashtag Westie is Bestie, and he doesn't even remember doing the video. So Shane, you're going to have to remember that I did this one. And it is a porter, traditional style, nice, lots of notes, and to give you a closer look at the can, we'll give you a special run around Canada on Shane's very own technology, the Shane can. So, Portage Porter. Yeah, Blackburn Beer Company, Portage Porter. Yeah, really, just say that 5 times fast, please. Now, if you look around the can, it's a little bit of a wilderness type of theme. There's something on the ground on the bottom there. I'm not sure whether it's supposed to be a flower or a small representation of like the keel of a boat or something, or very odd looking shape there sticking out of the ground. Blackburn, Niagara Falls, established in 2020, Ontario, Canada. Porter. They got a little bio on the can, which is good because they don't have anything on Untapped. With every sip, it talks to the needless split, subtle hints of smoke, and the nostalgic sweetness of Tootsie Rolls tease the senses. While its smooth and approachable body prepares you for whatever journey lies ahead, wherever your path takes you, this brew is your perfect companion. Contains contains barley. It's a lot on tab, not a lot of check-ins, 223 total, 206 unique, 188 ranked, 3.72 global average, so nothing really blowing anything out of the water, but still a very respectable average nonetheless. Now the ABV is on the can at 5%. That is also confirmed on Untapped. 25 IBU are listed, and that's obviously pretty mild. So we do our ode to one flight down. Another fine Canadian beer reviewer with a shukok. Nice and crisp. And I let this sit out as you watch the hard pour. I let this sit out for about an hour to let it warm up because it's a darker beer and I want the notes to kind of come through and really be robust and profound and give me a chance to really notice them. Pro tip, darker beer, let it sit out. You get everything coming out. So, hold it up to the light. That is not quite, as one flight down says, dark as midnight on a moonless night. By benefit, although to you it probably does look like that, but by benefit of the light, I can see a bit of a reddish tint coming through around the edges. Brownish tint on the bottom, but it's very, very minimal. So, for all intents and purposes, it's dark as midnight on a moonless night. Head, obviously, you've got a nice tan, khaki, subtle color to it. Let's get the nose. And, it came off as coffee at first, which I'm not always the biggest fan of, as viewers of the channel know. But it does settle down as a more of a very prominent chocolate note. Some whiffs you get a little more bitterness like dark chocolate. Some whiffs you get a little more sweetness like milk chocolate. So let's see exactly which side of the road they decide to play on. Cheers. First sip, I got that answer pretty quick. So, to me, and the second sip matched up to the first sip, so I'm not getting a lot of competing flavors or anything like that. This is a big, bold, dark chocolate flavor. So if you like that bitterness from dark chocolate, you will very much like this beer. It's strong, it's present, it's big up front. It's pretty, I mean, it's still a little chill, but it's pretty close to room temperature. So all the notes should be out playing. But yeah, that one, it does, and it's got a nice, a little mildly sharp mouthfeel to it. So it's got those chocolatey, bitter notes, but it's got like a bristly, almost bright type of mouthfeel to it. So it's not totally a malty big heavy hitter. Very, very good. It's got a bigger body than 5% would imply, so it's not quite, that kind of out of the crushable territory, but it's still very, very smooth and easy to sip on. Again, one more time, if you ride for the brand, head up down in the description below, click the link, use the code NUTMEG15, that is NUTMEG15, NUTMEG15 for a discount on anything on the Cowboy Revolution shop. And yeah, Portage Porter. Other than being a tongue twister, I'm not sure what that means. But cheers, friends. It's tasty. And I'll see you next time.